You've been carrying the weight long enough. You've been strong for a long time. Strong in silence. Strong when no one noticed. Strong when quitting would have been easier than continuing. But strength like that comes with a cost. And tonight, I want to ask you a question most people avoid. Who are you becoming by carrying everything alone? Not who you were supposed to be, not who others expected, but who you're actually becoming, under the weight of regret, pressure, missed chances, and quiet disappointment. Because the truth is this: the question isn't how much more you can endure. It's what you will become if you never set the weight down. Somewhere beneath the noise, beneath the self-criticism, beneath the fear that maybe you've wasted too much time or made too many mistakes, there is another version of you. Calmer, clearer, stronger, not loud strength, but grounded strength. That version isn't hiding, it's waiting. And today, as we step into 2026, I want to share 5 Stoic lessons that can help you reinvent your life. Not through hype, not through motivation, but through wisdom that has survived wars, exile, empires, and the collapse of entire civilizations. The Stoics didn't promise happiness. They promised clarity, strength, and freedom from unnecessary suffering. They understood something modern culture has forgotten: real transformation doesn't begin with confidence. It begins with honesty. If you're standing at the edge of a new year, wondering if real change is still possible, this is where we begin. Lesson 1. Accept what you cannot control. You've been fighting battles you were never meant to win. Not because you're weak, but because some things were never yours to control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Think about how much energy you've spent trying to control the uncontrollable. The relationship that ended without closure. The apology that never came. The opportunity you missed and replay in your head at night. That energy isn't free. That energy is your life. Every moment spent arguing with the past is a moment stolen from the present. Stoicism doesn't ask you to pretend it didn't hurt. It asks you to stop bleeding where you no longer have to. You can't control whether someone values you, but you can control whether you continue begging for their attention. You can't control the outcome, but you can control the character you build in the process. Epictetus said it plainly: "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." 2026 doesn't need a new version of your past. It needs a clear-minded version of you right now. Lesson 2. Your thoughts shape your reality. The chains you wear aren't made of circumstances. They're made of thoughts you never question. Marcus Aurelius warned, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Every repeated thought becomes a lens. If you believe you're behind in life, you'll see proof everywhere. If you believe you're broken, every setback confirms it. Your mind doesn't just observe reality. It filters it, shapes it, hardens it. But here's the liberation Stoicism offers. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of them. Seneca wrote, suffer more often in imagination than in reality." When the voice in your head says, "You're too late. You've already failed. You're not built for this." Pause. Ask yourself, is this truth or fear pretending to be wisdom? Thoughts are weather. They pass, unless you build your home inside the storm. In 2026, don't aim for positive thinking. Aim for accurate thinking. That alone will change your life. Lesson 3: discipline is the bridge deep down. You already know what to do. Not someday, not next year. Now, between the life you're living and the life you want stands one thing: discipline. Quiet, unglamorous, unseen. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake before dawn because he felt inspired. He woke because he understood something modern culture resists. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. Discipline isn't punishment. It's self-respect in action. Every time you choose the hard thing, you cast a vote for your future self. You strengthen your identity. You reclaim control. One workout, one page written, one uncomfortable conversation you stop avoiding. These aren't tasks. They are transformations. Seneca said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." In 2026, don't wait for motivation. Build systems that carry you forward when motivation disappears. That's real freedom. Lesson 4: find strength in silence. The world is loud. Notifications, opinions, endless urgency. Noise convinces you that if you stop moving, if you stop performing, you'll fall behind. But the Stoics knew something radical: power lives in silence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." You don't need to escape your life. You need to create space inside it. Stop filling every uncomfortable moment. Stop reaching for distraction the second you feel uneasy. Sit. Listen, because beneath the noise is clarity. Not motivation, not advice. Truth. Silence isn't emptiness. It's where you finally hear yourself. And in 2026, that voice matters more than the crowd. Lesson 5. This moment is all you. Have this is the hardest lesson and the most freeing. Time doesn't negotiate. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Not to scare himself, but to wake himself up. If this were your last year, would you still hold that grudge? Would you still postpone your dreams? Would you still live like you have unlimited time? This isn't fear. It's clarity. The argument doesn't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. Your hesitation doesn't matter. This moment does. 2026 won't reinvent you. You will. One decision at a time. One disciplined action. One moment of courage repeated daily. Closing the Stoic path forward. The Stoics didn't promise a painless life. They offered something better, a meaningful one. Accept what you can't control. Master your mind. Build discipline. Seek silence. Honor your time. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. You don't need confidence. You need commitment. The person you're becoming is already inside you. They're not waiting for permission. They're waiting for action. So take one step, then another, and let those steps become a new direction. If this resonated, subscribe, not for me, but for the version of you that will need this reminder again. Because life will test you. And when it does, come back. We'll be here.